previous lecture, we have seen about the vehicle on the horizontal circular track or curved road, we can say that. Now, there is another application of circular motion, that is uniform circular motion, as vehicle on a banked road. On a banked road, if vehicle is placed, then what will happen and what will be its speed, its minimum possible speed or maximum possible speed. We have to derive the equation for these two, that is minimum speed, minimum possible speed by which the vehicle can be driven on the curved road, and maximum possible speed. Now, if we consider any vehicle on a banked road. Now, what is meant by banked road? If outer side of the road is turning in left direction, then if the road is turning in left direction, if the outer side of the road is lifted by some angle theta, then that road is called as banked road. Here, what is the necessity of that banking? As we know that mu s or Fs, that is the force of friction which exists between the tires and the surface of the road, does not remain constant, but it can be changing, and it depends on the nature of surfaces also. So if our speed is going to change, then that friction is also going to change. If nature of surface is going to change, then also friction can be changed. And therefore there is a possibility of skidding or slipping of vehicle. Therefore we have to maintain the vehicle on the curved road. It is banked by some angle. Here, if the road is banked such that with angle theta, outer side of the road is lifted upward direction, then consider, if we are considering any vehicle and we are considering the vehicle that is turning around the left direction, then there are different forces acting on the vehicle, as we have seen previously in the first case. The different forces acting are, one is its weight mg in horizontally downward direction, and another is normal reaction which is perpendicular to the surface and it is in this direction. So there are two forces acting on the vehicle at that place. Now this N is acting perpendicular to the surface, but we know that vehicle is on the road, and therefore there will be some force which is called as centripetal force, which is responsible for the shape speed of vehicle that we have seen earlier. Therefore this vehicle is on the road. हे व्हेकल रोडवर आहे, म्हणजे याला कोणता तरी एक फोर्स अप्लाइड आहे ज्याच्यामुळे ते रोडवर आहे, ज्याच्यामुळे ते रोडवर राहून अशा प्रकारे सर्क्युलर मोशन परफॉर्म करत आहे. अशा प्रकारे हे जर व्हेकल मी कन्सिडर केलं तर याच्यावर मला असं दिसते की N ला जर मी दोन तुकड्यांमध्ये रिझॉल्व्ह केलं, दोन भागांमध्ये जर रिझॉल्व्ह केलं परपेंडिक्युलर कॉम्पोनंट्स मध्ये, तर मला असं दिसतं की mg ला आपण बॅलन्स करणारा एक फोर्स आपल्याला पाहिजे आहे. तो फोर्स मला हा नॉर्मल रिएक्शनचा एक कॉम्पोनंट म्हणून n cos थीटा हा मिळतो. जसा इथे अँगल थीटा आहे, हियर देयर इज अँगल थीटा, देयरफॉर इट्स परपेंडिक्युलर component, vertical perpendicular component is also having the angle theta. Consider this angle theta, opposite side is this and adjacent side is the component. Adjacent side can be given by cos of theta, then cos of theta will be equal to n. Therefore n cos theta, we can say that for cos theta here it is the adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Here there is an angle 90 degree adjacent side and here is the hypotenuse. Suppose this is the adjacent side and it is equal to x, suppose. then upon x upon that hypotenuse is n. Thus we are getting this, that is x is equal to n into cos theta. In this way we have calculated this one of the component. Similarly, this is the opposite side, and this can be calculated by taking the sine of the angle, because sine of the angle is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side is similar to this, therefore it is, suppose it is y, then y upon n, and therefore we are getting y is equal to n sine theta. In this way there are two components we can resolve n in two components. Now here, if we are considering these two components, then we can say that this n cos theta will balance mg, and this n sin theta is the force required, or it is along the direction of that of the friction. We can say that friction should be there, or there is some force which is responsible, that is the frictional force, which is responsible for the centripetal force, or which is giving the centripetal force required for the circular motion of the vehicle. Therefore this will be that centripetal force. Hence we can write n cos theta balancing the mg, that is n cos theta equal to mg, and n sin theta providing the necessary centripetal force. It is given by mv square upon r, where v is the velocity of the vehicle, m is the mass of the vehicle, and it is performing circular motion with radius r. Therefore we are getting the equations 1 and 2. Here if we are dividing equation 2 by 1, then we are getting the tan theta, that is sin theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta. N is cancelled. It is equal to mv square upon r upon mg. M is cancelled. V square upon r upon g. R is going to in the denominator, therefore v square upon rg. Therefore we are getting v square upon rg. We are getting equation number 3. Now there are three different terms we are going to calculate here. Firstly, for any safe speed that we have calculated earlier, for any safe speed we can calculate from equation number 3, that is v square is equal to rg into tan theta. V square is equal to rg into tan theta. But here for safe speed or for safe velocity, it is v equal to vs. If we put that, then we are getting vs square is equal to rg tan theta. Taking under root of rg tan theta, we are getting the value of vs, that is this is the safe speed by which vehicle can be driven on the circular track. That is given by equation number 4. Secondly, we can calculate the theta, that is the angle of banking. That banked road is banked by angle theta. This is the banking angle theta, can be calculated by theta is equal to tan of inverse v square by rg. That is from equation 3 we are getting theta is equal to tan inverse of this term. That is equation number 5 gives the value of theta, that is angle of banking. Now in third case, or in third step, we are going to calculate the minimum and maximum possible velocity, such that if velocity is going to change, we know that velocity is not constant. We will not able to drive the vehicle with a constant stable speed always during the turning of the vehicle or during the circular motion of the vehicle. Therefore Vs cannot be constant at any time. At any times Vs cannot be constant, and therefore as Vs is going to change, there is some friction which is required for to maintain the circular motion. And if there is no friction, then if Vs is going to change, then our vehicle will not perform circular motion. It is going to slip either inward direction or in outward direction. So to maintain the motion of the vehicle, आपल्याला vehicle ची मोशन इथे मेंटेन करायची म्हणून आपल्याला सर्क्युलर मोशन करण्यासाठी एक प्रकारचं फ्रिक्शनची गरज आहे. ते फ्रिक्शन जर आपण पाहिलं तर ते आपल्याला याच्या टायर आणि या रोडच्या सरफेस मध्ये असणारं फ्रिक्शन जे आहे तो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स आपल्याला प्रोव्हाइड होताना दिसतो, आणि म्हणून ते व्हेकल तिथे आहे. आपण वेगवेगळ्या केसेस कन्सिडर करूया. जसं पहिल्या केस मध्ये, इन फर्स्ट केस, इफ v1 इज लेस दॅन vs, म्हणजे v1 जर vs पेक्षा कमी असेल, म्हणजे अशी आपण एक वेलोसिटी घेऊ जी सेफ स्पीड पेक्षा कमी असेल. आपल्याला माहित आहे की सेफ स्पीड एवढी आवश्यक आहे, एवढी जर नसेल तर तिथे राहणार नाही व्हेकल, ते एकतर मागे येऊन पडेल किंवा बाहेर निघून जाईल. म्हणून आपण असं कन्सिडर करू की V1 ही एक व्हेलॉसिटी आहे जी Vs पेक्षा समजा कमी आहे, असं जर असेल तर आपल्याला फ्रिक्शन कशा प्रकारे हेल्प करू शकतो. मग इथे आपण पाहिलं की RG tan थिटा म्हणजेच Vs आहे त्यापेक्षा V1 जर कमी असेल तर काय होईल, तर आपल्याला हे जे इक्वेशन आहे जिथे आपण mv² काढलेलं आहे त्या ठिकाणी v च्या जागी v1 जर मी पुट केलं तर मला असं दिसते की mv² अपॉन r आणि इथे n sin थिटा आहे, या ठिकाणी मला n sin थिटा या डायरेक्शन मध्ये ऍक्ट होताना दिसत आहे. नॉर्मल रिएक्शनचा एक कॉम्पोनंट तो आपल्याला रिक्वायर्ड असणारा mv² अपॉन r मध्ये v कमी झाल्यामुळे mv² अपॉन r दोन्ही व्हॅल्यू कमी होईल, या म्हणजे हा पूर्ण प्रॉडक्ट आणि डिवाइड हे सगळं केल्यानंतर हे कमी व्हॅल्यू मिळेल, म्हणून n sin थिटा याच्यापेक्षा जास्त असेल. म्हणजे आपण असं म्हणू शकतो वी कॅन से दॅट n sin थिटा इज ग्रेटर दॅन सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स. इफ n sin थिटा इज ग्रेटर दॅन सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स देन आपल्याला Fs ची डायरेक्शन आता इथे फिक्स करायची आहे, कोणत्या डायरेक्शनला असू शकते. एकदम सोपी गोष्ट आहे बघा. आपल्याला असं दिसते की या केसमध्ये असे हे वेगवेगळे फोर्सेस इथे ऍक्ट होत आहेत. याच्या सोबतच जो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स आपल्याला आवश्यक आहे तो कुणीकडे असेल. आता आपण असं गृहीत धरूया की हे जे व्हेइकल आहे हे Vs किंवा सेफ स्पीड पेक्षा कमी वेलोसिटीने जात आहे, जसं V1 ने जात आहे. इफ इट इज मूव्हिंग बाय द वेलोसिटी V1 which is less than Vs, then it will come back or it will get slip in this direction. म्हणजे या व्हेइकलची मोशन अशी येईल आणि हे व्हेइकल असं स्लिप होऊन जाईल, म्हणजे व्हेइकलची मोशन अशी होईल. अशी जर व्हेइकलची मोशन नाही झाली पाहिजे असं आपल्याला वाटत असेल तर आपल्याला व्हेइकल इथेच ठेवावं लागेल. त्यावेळेस जर आपली वेलोसिटी कमी जरी असेल तरी सुद्धा या टायर आणि रोड मध्ये जे काही फ्रिक्शन होत आहे ते व्हेइकलला त्या ठिकाणी ठेवेल. दॅट मीन्स फ्रिक्शन विल मेंटेन द व्हेइकल हियर, दॅट इज फ्रिक्शन इज अपोजिंग द मोशन ऑफ द व्हेइकल इन दिस डायरेक्शन. Therefore, here the direction of friction will be in outward direction. Here there is a friction that we are getting the direction of friction here. If V1 is less than Vs, here Fs can also be resolved in two components. Here there will be angle theta between this one component. या एका component मधला अँगल सुद्धा थीटा असेल, कारण की हा थीटा आहे म्हणून हा पण थीटा असू शकतो आणि असतोच. हा कंपोनंट जर मी विचारात घेतला तर जसं आपण इथे कॅल्क्युलेट केलेला आहे त्याप्रमाणे इथे पण मी कॉस घेतला ऍडजस्टंट साइड असल्यामुळं, मग मला मिळते कॉस थिटा. देअरफॉर मी असं म्हणेल की Fs into cos theta that is we are getting this component and Fs into sin theta that is we are getting this component. This is resolution of vector we have seen earlier in last year. या ठिकाणी मला आता हे फोर्सेस जर याच्यामध्ये मी पाहिले का हे पण फोर्सेस याच्यामध्ये ऍक्ट होत आहे सोबत या तीन फोर्सेस सोबत, या सगळ्या फोर्सेसला ऍक्ट होताना जर मी कंबाइनली विचार केला तर मला इक्वेशन नंबर 1 आणि 2 हे परत लिहावं लागेल, कारण आता हे फोर्सेस थोडेसे बदललेले आहे ज्यामुळे व्हेइकल तिथे आहे म्हणून एकमेकांना बॅलन्स करणारे फोर्सेस मला एकमेकांच्या समोर लिहावे लागतील. Hence we can write here equation 1 as it is equal to mg is equal to n cos theta, but here with n cos theta there is another force that is Fs sin theta. Therefore this force is with n cos theta which balances mg, because vehicle is at rest or is on the road. Therefore these two forces are balanced by mg. Therefore we can write mg is equal to Fs sin theta plus n cos theta. Similarly, equation number 2, mv² upon r is equal to n sin theta. Here v is v1, therefore we can write mv1² upon r. Here n sin theta is going to minus Fs cos theta such that the vehicle will be performing circular motion on the road. Therefore necessary centripetal force required for the circular motion of the vehicle is provided by the remaining portion of n sin theta. And म्हणजे उरलेला पोर्शन जो आहे n sin theta या फोर्सचा हा Fs cos theta बॅलन्स करतो आणि थोडासा जो काही फोर्स हा टुवर्ड द सेंटर अट्रॅक्टेड आहे म्हणून हे व्हेइकल जे आहे ते काय करत आहे, सर्क्युलर मोशन परफॉर्म करत आहे. म्हणून n sin theta मोठा असला पाहिजे, म्हणून आपण असं म्हणू की n sin theta मधून F cos theta मायनस झाल्यानंतर जो उरलेला फोर्स आहे तो काय प्रोव्हाइड करत आहे, रिक्वायर्ड सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स. Here therefore we are going to write n sin theta minus Fs cos theta and we are getting the required centripetal force, which is not equal to n sin theta, but by subtracting the component Fs cos theta we are getting that centripetal force. Now, for minimum possible speed, we are having the equation. Last year we have seen coefficient of static friction is given by Fs upon n. Therefore, Fs is equal to mu s into n, where mu s is the coefficient of static friction, n is a normal reaction, and Fs is the frictional force. Now there is a simple calculation we are getting here. Equation number 6 and 7 we are getting from these two equations, as by putting Fs is equal to mu s into n. We are getting at every place Fs is equal to mu s into n, Fs is equal to mu s into n. Remaining is the same quantities are put there. By dividing equation number 7, by dividing equation number 7 by equation number 6, we are getting mv square upon r upon mg is equal to right hand side n sin theta minus mu s into n cos theta. Here we are getting n common, therefore I have written here n common. We are getting sin theta minus mu s cos theta here. Similarly, in this n common, mu s sin theta plus cos theta in denominator. We have to calculate, or we have to put here tan theta, or we have to get the equation in terms of tan theta. Therefore, we are writing here tan theta. So I have to write here tan theta. What we have to do? We have to divide sin theta by cos theta. If we are going to divide it cos theta, then we have to multiply it by cos theta, so that it will get cancelled and we are getting the sin theta as same above. Therefore, here cos theta is taken as common, and it is divided by sin theta is divided by cos theta minus mu s into cos theta again divided by cos theta. Then we are getting the same equation here also. Therefore, by cancelling, similarly in denominator also we have to get this cos tan theta, then mu s into sin theta upon cos theta, therefore multiplied by cos theta, plus also cos theta upon cos theta, therefore multiplied by cos theta. Therefore, numerator and denominator are divided by cos theta and also multiplied by cos theta. We are getting the same equation. Now here there is a simple calculation. Cos theta is going to be cancelled. It is multiplied. Therefore, we can cancel it. We are getting the remaining term as sin theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta minus mu s into cos theta upon cos theta, it is 1, upon mu s into sin theta upon cos theta, that is tan theta, plus cos theta upon cos theta plus 1. That is, we are getting the value of v square upon rg. If rg is going to be multiplied by to this quantity, then we are getting this equation. And here we are getting the value of v1, that is the minimum possible speed, by taking the square root of this quantity. We are getting from this quantity that v1 directly depends upon theta. If mu s is constant, then theta and radius of the vehicle. That is, by maintaining the proper value of theta, or by maintaining the proper value of mu s here, we can get the minimum possible speed v1. Thank you.